After you see that special someone and you swipe right, or you see them across a crowded room, after the initial attraction wears off, you're left with their personality. I want to talk to you about some relationship green flags and red flags. And if you see a red flag, just because you find them attractive, don't try to make it pink. All right, so number 1 on the list, survey says, we do not have to subscribe to other people's definition of fun or what a good time is. So for me, fun is not going out to the bar and getting drunk. If you saw my previous videos on addiction and then also my sobriety video, I've been sober for 8 years. So for me, when I go out and I'm dating someone, I need to make sure that we're not gonna just be at the bar all the time. See, for me, fun is doing content like this, building my business, going out with friends, working out. My girlfriend, she loves yoga and she enjoys astrology and things along that nature. She's very spiritual. We don't go to the bar drinking all the time. Like, we'll go out and we'll meet our friends out, but neither one of us drink. So find somebody who there's a good balance between what you both do and enjoy. There's certain people that fun could be reading a good book. Fun could be watching a movie. Fun could be playing video games for you. Fun could be having a conversation that's so deep with a person that it feels like time stands still. Number 2, educate yourself. Address any and every reoccurring toxic thought that you have. Deal with your insecurities and learn to be happy on your own before you bring somebody else into your life. If you're carrying around all of the drama, all of the hurt, all of the pain, all of the heartbreak, you know, I could keep going on with these topics, but if you keep bringing those with you everywhere you go, it gets heavy. And when you bring this baggage into a new relationship, you're unpacking all of your past trauma onto your new partner. What I recommend doing is what I did, is taking some time to be by yourself. Learn to love you for you. Look in the mirror, feel comfortable saying, I love you. Because if you don't love yourself, who else is gonna be able to love you? You're your own best friend, your own biggest cheerleader. Support yourself when nobody else will. And that, my friends, sometimes means being alone until you are healed and can be with someone else. Survey says, number 3. When you find that special someone who you want to spend your life with, you need to have open and honest communication with them. If I'm speaking English and somebody else is speaking Japanese, we can communicate by pointing at things like they're gonna understand that this is a phone. They're gonna understand that this is a wall, and we'll be able to communicate. But there's no comprehension. Comprehension is the key to effective communication. Because you can talk about things all you want, but if the other person is not listening to you and you don't understand where they're coming from, you're just talking over each other and you're not going to get anywhere. So imagine if you have a disagreement over where you want to eat. Guys, ladies, we have to come up with a better way of picking a restaurant to eat. So, if this has ever happened to you and you get into that communication problem with your partner, drop it down in the comments. Let me know how you get over this relationship hurdle. So, what I'm saying about communication is, take the restaurant for example. Well, where do you want to go? Well, I don't know. Where do you want to go? Well, how about we go to this restaurant? No, we ate there last week. I want to go someplace else. Okay, well, how about we go here? Well, no, I'm just not in the mood for tacos. Okay, how about here? I had steak 2 days ago. I don't want to go to a steakhouse. Well, where do you want to go? I don't know, any place really. That's not communication. There is no comprehension going on. So make sure that you guys can talk about the restaurants and each one has an opinion. And I'm just picking this topic because it happens in every relationship. Mine, yours, it'll happen in your future relationship. Why don't you pick up the phone? Why don't you pick up the phone and use a lifeline? Call one of your parents and see if it happens to them. So I guarantee you it will. So this is just one way of communication that we need to get better at. Guys, here's a hint. Hey, my girlfriend's name is Jackie. So, hey, Jackie, guess where I'm taking you to dinner tonight? And the first place that she says, you're right, we're going there. I cracked the code. You're welcome. All right, so the next answer, number 4 on the survey, discuss bills. How you want to raise your children. That's if you want to have them. Whew. All right, so bills is important because you have to look at the way that lifestyles are going to be able to intertwine. Let's say one partner makes 6 figures. The other one works part-time at a bookstore. Nothing wrong with a bookstore, they just probably don't pay very much because everybody gets things online now. So the amount of money that each partner has is going to be different. So does one partner support the other one? Does the other partner go broke trying to keep up with the other partner? You have to talk about the way things are in your finances. Now, this is completely separate from the last example, but imagine one partner has an 800 credit score. The other partner has a 500 credit score. The two lifestyles that these partners live is completely different, night and day. One pays bills on time, the other pays bills when they feel like it, when the past due notice comes and they're about to have the power turned off, most likely. Intentionally, a 550 is not something that you shoot for. But if you are at a 550 credit score, a lot of things may have happened in the past that are out of your control, but everything that's happened since maybe a divorce that caused you to have bad credit, everything after that is in your control. So you have to talk about things like this because the person that has an 800 credit score might think that you're just bad with bills. You could have just gone through a real bad time in your life and it caused you to get behind, but you're capable of getting back up to where you were previously. So you can't just take the number and judge a book by its cover, even though we all do, but we've been told not to. All right, so survey says answer number 5. Heal. Please heal your wounds, internal wounds, before you have children, so your children do not have to heal from having you as a parent. Now, I understand that it takes a long time to heal. I had a drinking problem because I didn't heal. I tried to medicate myself. So before you go into relationships and hurt the other person, because hurt people, or before you go out and start dating, remember this: if you don't heal yourself, you will bleed on people who didn't cut you. So you need to make sure that you take that time by yourself to get to know yourself, to love yourself before you get in a committed relationship and end up having children. Oh, and if you think that you had the worst parents in the world, I'm not saying that they weren't bad parents, but know that most of them tried their best. And keep this in mind because you need to think about this as you raise your kids. While you were busy growing up, while your parents were raising you, they were still growing up as well. So number 6, what do we have behind number 6? In your life, you will make friends and you will lose friends. It's a part of life. Friends come, friends go. But you have to be okay with them leaving your life. People come into your life for one of three reasons. They're there for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Now for the reason, you might have needed to teach them a lesson. They could have needed to learn a lesson from you, and then after that, you move away. A season, maybe you got a job someplace, and while you were building your career, you moved, you made some friends, and as you moved up the corporate ladder or you opened your own business, you had to move out of that town. Doesn't mean that you are gonna stop being friends with them. You can still pick up the phone and call somebody. Just means that they're not gonna be with you every day like they had been. Then you have friends that last a lifetime. I have friends that I went to kindergarten with, and we're really close. And they're the type of people who I know are gonna be there for the rest of my life. There's people that I can meet tomorrow that could become one of those really close bonds. But make sure that if you have a disagreement with your partner's friends that they've been with for a lifetime, you're not gonna like everybody, but try to make sure that you get along with their friends because they've been around longer than you. Their word is going to weigh heavily on whether or not this relationship that you're in moves forward or you kind of go your separate ways. All right, number 7, lucky number 7. What do we have, number 7? The word no is a complete sentence. There is no reason to over-explain yourself. Now, I say this when you're in the dating phase. You know, you could be, someone asks you want to go out, say no. You want to go to a movie, no, they're not your type. Now, once you're in a relationship, you do owe your partner the common courtesy of explaining why you don't want to do something. Now, I'm not saying that you have to give them a dissertation and write them a 5-page essay as to why you don't want to do something, but be able to express to them why you don't want to do something. But in the dating stages, if it's somebody that you're not interested in, just say no. Don't tell that person, oh, it's not you, it's me. It's always them. Let's just admit it. So if you don't want to spend time with someone, just tell them no. Save them the time, save yourself the time, and don't do that ghosting thing. We're adults here. Just explain to them, no, you're not my type. All of these skills that I just talked about does not necessarily have to just be for your significant other. These can be for the other relationships in your life. It can be for your friends, your family, your coworkers. So if you're looking to be able to learn how to have deeper, more meaningful relationships and have better connection with the people that are in your life, in the description box below this video, click the link or send me a message, and I'll be able to help you to create deeper, more meaningful relationships and facilitate better connections with the people that are in your life that mean the most to you. I'll talk to you soon.